So, I am on the road. Listen, let's just take a moment and think back to the days of quarantine and the days when COVID was at its all-time high. You know, it was a gut-wrenching, heartbreaking, sorrowful time for this world. Not even this country, this world, right? We lost so many lives and just so many changes, and people who struggled, and health was in question. And Jesus, like, I'll be able to look back and tell my grandchildren of what we went through, right? But if I'm keeping it 100, there were some silver linings in that season. And one of the main silver linings was there was no traffic. Hallelujah. Listen, I used to be able to get on the Beltway and not use my brakes until I was getting off the Beltway. Do you understand me here? Okay? Okay? But Jesus, the people is out in the world. They is in these streets. They in these streets. I am leaving. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about transitions and the new. I'm leaving my office. I've spoke many times about being a career woman as well as being the CEO of Sassy Perspectives. And for this point in time, why I think that it will not always be this way, this is where we are now. God has me doing and maintaining both. So, let me just tell you a quick story. I went over to my mentor's house I think I was delivering food for Sassy East to her. And went over there, delivered the food, had a few kikis, and came back home. And I have to tell the story exactly how it happened. It was a Sunday evening. It was sunny outside. I was standing in my kitchen washing dishes. My husband was to the left of me, and he was sitting at the table, and we were just laughing and talking. And it was like something took my heart and held it to the point. I know this sounds dramatic, but honestly, this is how it happened. It took my heart and was to the point it made me, and I stopped. And oh, sorry, I call her back. And I said, Wallace, I think I want to leave my job. And he was like, to do Sassy exclusively? I said, no, that's not what God is saying. Just for a new career job. He was like, but you love your job. And I love my job. I've never worked for an environment, a place where they genuinely care about their employees. The everyday, the morale, the thoughtfulness behind things, the amount of, just thoughtful, a nice benefit package, right? A nice benefit package. And it kept me there, and I think that's the reason why people stay there for so long. I was able to travel, and it was just amazing, right? It was great. I formed a lot of bonds with my team, to the point we talk on the weekends, we talk at night, we're family. So I started the hunt. Let's say I started the hunt on a Sunday. Hand to God. the position, there was an open position offered to me on Tuesday. So from Sunday I started and then got the position on Tuesday. Interviewed for it, several interviews for it, cleared that, background investigation, fingerprinting, all of those things. So, which brings me to today of cleaning out my old office to start my new next week. Now, here's the thing. I haven't been in my office since March of 2020. So I went in there for the first time, gathered my things. Y'all know I'm type A about cleaning and organization. So I cleaned up and left my coworkers a note. And because I was kind of the jokester in the group. So left them a note, took a few selfies, said bye to a few people that were in the office, and looked back like it wasn't a sad time, no tears, which usually come for me, right? Like, oh my gosh, so great, but not this time. It was like I have served my purpose here. I have exhausted the position here. It was a great journey. I was there for 7 years. And here we are on to new beginnings. New beginnings. Transitioning. I see that has been happening a lot this year, last year and this year, for a lot of people that I love and a lot of people around me. The new is just upon us. And we get so comfortable in the cycle. It doesn't even have to be a toxic cycle. For me, in my career, I could do it with my eyes closed. I was not challenged. Do it with my eyes closed. It was comfortable. It was a great, cushiony job. But I wasn't being stressed.
Estimated time in traffic, 12 minutes.
Thank you, girl. That was a little thing telling me traffic. I was comfortable. But I think that it's the year of the new. It's the year of transitioning. It's the year of the stretch for me. Because now I am stretched in this new position. And I am being stretched in the Sassy brand as well. Stay tuned for that. It's a lot that God is downloading me to do. And so I'm like, okay, but I'm in His will, right? And sometimes when you're in His will, it's uncomfortable. Like I said, you're being stretched. And, it's not easy. So that's where I am. What I have been witnessing in the stretch, in the transition for people and myself. Everybody ain't gonna like it. You'll have the naysayers. People will fall by the wayside because it's as you go up and as you transition, everybody can't come with you. Can't fly with a lot of dead weight, right? So, just a quick word. Just be open to the transition. Be open to the change. It's not just happening. God foreordained it to happen. And it's needed for growth. It's needed to progress in life. You know what I mean? And God has more for me and you. In order to receive that more, sometimes you cannot stay where you are. You have to go. And I did just that today, just now. I said bye. Ready to turn in my keys and my laptop and move on to the next season that God has for me. And then I will submit to you as well. If you know someone that's transitioning, or even if it's yourself, remain open. Have an open mind and open heart, that everything is done with the approval of God, be it good or bad. with the approval of God. And our steps are ordered. There's so many times where I have moved out of things and like, God, why would you take that from me? Why would you allow this to happen? And sitting now in the very present time, I see why. The position that I...
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Thank you, girl. She told me, watch out, the vehicle on the shoulder ahead, if you didn't hear that. The position that I am going to, everything that I have as duties, I have done over the last 19 years of my career. And I think that's why I fit so well for the position. Like, she was like, yo, you're perfect for this. When I say every duty, I was like, oh, I've done that. Done that. Doing that now. Done that. Yo, I've done this. On the government and private side. And it was just like the past, my journey equipped me to receive the now. It is mind-boggling to me. My journey, the things that I went through in my past, has equipped me to receive the blessings now. And I also am a firm believer that the seeds that I sowed way back when, up to now, allows me to receive the blessing and the favor that I am receiving now. This morning I was working before I left out. And you know, living this worship life, it comes on you. I promise you, nothing prompted me for nothing. I was sitting on the couch. I had my cup of coffee, laptop in my lap, and I just started singing. All that I have ever needed, your hand has provided. Yo, to look back, to see God's hand on me through it all, through the ups and downs, through the tears, through the smiles, through the pain, through the good times and the bad. I think it has all equipped me to receive the now, the season that I'm in. The season that I am in now is a season of transition, of the new. And if I'm being honest, the season of promotion, success, and favor. No brag, just truth. That's where I am right now. And I can't help but be grateful and humbled. I keep saying when these things happen to me, God, you do this for me? Little me? You want me to do that? Me? Why not the person who has a bigger platform? Why not the person who has a doctorate degree? Why not? Why? You're elevating me in spite of me? Don't even... Oh. Elevated in spite of me. Yeah. So transition. And transitions, you know, it ain't always gonna be white picket fences and peaches and roses and good stuff. I know that it'll come with a challenge. But you know what I do? I remember God's track record with me. How he was always there. How he delivered me. How he defended me with honor. I had a conversation with my girlfriend today who was going through some things. And I kept saying, just keep being the light. Keep being the light. Keep sowing good seed. Keep sowing good seed in spite of. And you'll reap. There have been so many times where when things were spitefully, intentionally done for me, and I turned around and still loved, still gave, still positive, still showed up with a smile on my face, still blessed the very people that were against me, still loved with knives in my back. Yeah. God sees it all. And He will reward and He will repay. So, that's my segment for today on transition. Be open to it. Embrace it. Because it's just a part of the plan. If those are around you that are going through transition, trust God. Oh, wow, I would have, people around me, I would have never thought that this would be the next for you. But I trust God. And everything He does is right. So here we go. Onward and on, what did I say? Onward and upward. Stay forward. Transition is a must. The only thing constant is change. And we have to be open to it.